Imagine a world where entire cities disappear beneath the waves, where islands vanish, and millions of people are forced to leave their homes. This is not science fiction. It is a real possibility. If all the ice on Greenland were to melt. If that happened, global sea levels would rise by about 7 meters, roughly 23 feet. Coastal cities around the world would be flooded, entire islands would disappear, and millions of people would be forced to relocate. Cities like Miami, Venice, and Bangkok, and island nations such as the Maldives, they could vanish beneath the ocean, permanently reshaping the map of the world. Greenland itself would also change dramatically. As the massive ice sheet disappears, the land beneath would slowly begin to rise. This process is known as isostatic rebound. When the immense weight of the ice is removed, the Earth's crust gradually lifts upward. Over time, this could create new mountains, new valleys, and new coastlines that do not exist today. But the consequences do not end there. Ice plays a crucial role in regulating Earth's temperature. It reflects sunlight back into space. When ice disappears, darker oceans and land absorb more heat. This accelerates global warming. And the result is not just hotter summers. The entire climate system begins to change. Weather patterns shift. Droughts grow more intense. Rivers begin to dry up. In many regions, dry seasons last longer and become far more severe. In other parts of the world, storms become more frequent and more destructive. Floods destroy homes. They wipe out crops. Wildfires spread more often and with greater intensity, moving across forests and farmland. Smoke fills the air. Health problems increase. Entire communities are forced to evacuate. At the same time, global food production begins to collapse. Crops fail because of drought, because of floods, and because of extreme heat. Farmland near coastlines becomes unusable as saltwater seeps into the soil. The oceans are affected as well. As waters warm, fish are pushed away from their traditional habitats. They migrate toward cooler regions. This disrupts fishing industries around the world, leaving millions without food and without income. Coral reefs suffer too. They bleach. And over time, they die as ocean temperatures continue to rise. Ice-covered regions once supported countless species. In the Arctic, polar bears lose their hunting grounds as the sea ice they depend on disappears. Seals are affected. Whales are affected. Changes in water temperature and shifting food supplies disrupt marine life in the Arctic, the North Atlantic, and the Pacific. On land, caribou and muskox struggle as tundra and forests shift. Food becomes harder to find. Coastal birds across North America, Europe, and Asia lose their nesting grounds. Rapid environmental change allows invasive species to spread. Storms, floods, wildfires. Wildlife losses increase across the globe. Greenland contains about 2.9 million cubic kilometers of ice. Antarctica is far larger. It holds roughly 26.5 million cubic kilometers, about 20 times more. If all of Greenland's ice were to melt, it would not directly melt Antarctica. However, it could change ocean currents and ocean temperatures. This could accelerate melting in vulnerable parts of West Antarctica. East Antarctica is different. It is much colder and far more stable. Most of it would remain intact for thousands of years. Greenland melts faster, but Antarctica holds far more ice, which means that, over the long term, Antarctica's contribution to sea level rise would be far greater. Rising seas bring yet another challenge. Human trash and debris are carried into the oceans. Pollution increases. Marine life is threatened. Food shortages grow even worse. And there is one more consequence, hidden beneath the ice. In 1968, a U.S. Air Force bomber crashed near Thule Air Base in Greenland. Radioactive material was left in the ice and locked in time. As ice melts faster, this material could be exposed. It could enter the ocean through meltwaters and affect marine ecosystems. So Greenland's ice is not just frozen water. It stabilizes sea levels. It helps regulate the climate. It supports ecosystems. And it plays a vital role in global food security and wildlife survival. It even locks away environmental risks from the past.
If you found this fascinating, don't forget to like and subscribe to Factastic for more amazing facts videos.